time for the Caribbean cooking show with international flavor, Vibes Cuisine.
Vibes Cuisine is on a mission to explore Jamaica's rich culinary heritage. Today, our great Jamaican eating tour is visiting Islebites, where Andrea and Junior White are wild about sweet potatoes.
We've come all the way to Bogue Estate in Montego Bay to find out about Islebites. They're a home-based company and they specialize in the most delicious sweet potato pudding. Good morning, Andrea.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
I'm excellent. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm so excited to be here.
I've been waiting for this day.
Oh, well, we're going to go inside. We're going to hear all about your great sweet potatoes.
Sure, we're going to have lots and lots of sweet potato today.
Great.
Andrea will be showing us her sweet potato puddings as well as whipping up a sweet potato chicken pizza. Nice, right? Islebites is the brainchild of Andrea White, who decided to build a baking empire based on the healthy sweet potato. Husband Junior has supported her endeavor all the way.
Now, why sweet potato? Are you famous for your sweet potato pudding recipe from a long time? You said, you know what, this is something I want to share with everybody else, or?
I love sweet potato. That's the most important thing about doing the sweet potato.
Okay.
And also, while living abroad, traveling to Jamaica, I just could not find
our sweet potato.
The sweet potato pudding. It's always on the menu, but they're always out of puddings.
Yes.
So I created a recipe that you can put it in the freezer for up to over a year. I've actually done it for 1.5.
Right.
And it's still perfect.
Wow.
So I decided to make a career of it.
Well, that's what you're doing.
Of doing sweet potato pudding, sweet potato bread, cookies.
Wow.
Cornmeal is added.
Okay.
As I said, there's no flour. Coconut milk, and the reason I use this one, I think it has less fat than the freshly grated coconut. In order to make it easy, I thought about just blending it instead of grating by hand. So that's the coconut milk, and I do not add any additional fat.
Okay.
So I add no butter. I said I'm making everything as healthy as possible.
Beautiful. A vegan can have it.
So that's that. We're going to put in some vanilla. Of course, I'm using by the cap. And we're going to add some cinnamon.
So your sweet potato pudding, it goes into the freezer, and how does somebody heat it up to serve?
Well, you can thaw it in the refrigerator for a couple hours.
Okay.
Or you can put it directly from the freezer to the microwave.
Oh, okay.
Or in the oven. Because some people, they're not really into using
the microwave.
Right.
But if they put it into the oven, they need to unwrap it first.
Sure, definitely.
Right.
Definitely. And we're going to put some sugar also.
Okay. I would love for people to send me their sweet potato recipes, because sweet potato is such a great carb, and it's readily available all year round here in Jamaica, and it's also a very good price.
It also has anti-inflammatory properties.
And actually, I think it has really helped me with arthritis pain. If everyone doesn't know, it has anti-inflammatory properties in it.
Great.
So I am contributing it to my arthritis pain being gone.
Okay.
Because I no longer have to take pain medication every day.
I think that is so incredible.
Yes, and I eat potato every day.
Long live the sweet potato.
And it's good for weight gain. Now I hear it helps keep you youthful. It's good for wrinkles.
With a lot of diets, especially nowadays, a lot of diets are carb controlled, and you try and control your refined sugars, your refined flours. Sweet potato is what they tell you to to substitute with.
Right.
Which is, I mean, like I said, it's a very healthy carb. It's very
Yes.
filling,
Satisfying.
Love it, love it, love it.
It's sweet. It has everything in it that we would want. So, Michelle, after this, then we are, and of course, you need to preheat your oven. 350 degrees. So this is the sweet potato pudding.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. So, Andrea, you prepared this pan with you just greased it.
You're right,
Okay.
yes.
So tell us a little bit also about some of the health benefits. I mean, I know you personally have found sweet potato to be beneficial to your health.
Yes. Actually, I think it's a sweet potato, but I was diagnosed with osteoarthritis about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And unknowingly to me, eating sweet potatoes every day, after, of course, not being able to find sweet potato pudding in Jamaica. So I got into sweet potato and eating it every day. And it must have been the sweet potato. I no longer take medication.
Wow.
I no longer have
Pain?
joint pain.
Oh, yeah.
I could hardly step up there.
Oh, really?
I was practically crippled.
And you attribute that to your sweet potato.
Well, yes.
Very
So
good.
now I don't take medication for pain, at least not for arthritis pain,
Okay.
because I had to get therapy, so that's how bad it was. So, and it's also good for diabetics.
Yeah, it is a very healthy starch.
Yeah, I think it helps regulate their glucose. It's a good source of fiber also. And it's good for diabetics, as
What
I
are you
said.
putting into the puddings now?
I am putting raisins in.
Okay.
And as you can notice, I've floured the raisins. The main reason for that is for preventing the raisins from just sinking to the bottom. And I always say you can use your God-given tools. So I like to use my fingers to just do this to make sure the raisin doesn't float on top.
Okay.
So who is a lover of sweet potato?
I
Here.
am definitely a lover. I think all of my crew,
Yes?
they love sweet potatoes. I like sweet potatoes. Like I'll just boil it and have that as my side dish when I'm cooking whatever meat I'm having. I'll have some sweet potato. I love sweet potato in soup. I love sweet potato in soup.
I know, I love sweet potato
Oh
just
yes,
boiled.
that's I think one of my favorite ways when it's in soup. So you've got that soupy flavor, and oh boy, that's good. What else do I love with sweet potato?
You know, you can sprinkle a little cinnamon or sprinkle a little honey on the boiled
And
sweet
then roast
potato.
it.
Roast it, you bake it,
Put marshmallows on top.
you mash it, you serve it with pineapple and marshmallows on top.
Oh, that's just so delicious sounding.
Yes,
Hungry.
it's very exciting.
So how long would this take to bake?
Approximately 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So shall we put it in the oven?
Let's put it in the oven and then let's work on our sweet potato chicken pizza.
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you.
Andrea gave us a tour of her impressive home bakery.
Hi, you're in the bakery of Islebites Limited. This is where all the sweet potato puddings and breads are created. This is my jumbo blender that's used to chop the potatoes for baking. And then, of course, it's poured in a pan. And this is my work table here. This is where I put, all my pans and pouring and, getting prepared to put in the oven. Of course, you see my scales are here. This is the oven. That's all the potatoes are baked. There's still a lot of work to be done, especially getting the Jamaicans warmed up to the idea of frozen sweet potato pudding. I can see the expression is a frozen pudding. So I said, yes, it can be frozen. Well, I did my testing before I actually brought it here to Jamaica and putting it on the market. I made sure, had it graded, had people tasting it, so now I'm comfortable about doing it. It's a preservative. That's a natural preservative, freezing instead of using, the synthetic or preservatives. Ginger is good, I know, but you can't put a lot of ginger in my products. So yes, freezing does preserve it, and people should not be scared to buy the frozen products. It makes it convenient for you, less time, and I think money also.
More sweet potato goodies when Vibes returns.
Vibes Cuisine today is sweet. Stay tuned for more.
Vibes Cuisine is on a mission to share Jamaica's rich culinary heritage. Don't miss our great Jamaican eating tour on location in Montego Bay this May. Lots of food, fun, and vibes. Vibes Cuisine, your Caribbean cooking show with international flavor.
Sweet.
Brought to you. Andrea cleans, cubes, and seasons best-dressed boneless chicken breast to use in topping the pizza.
So, Andrea, this next recipe is a concoction that you came up with.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about how it came about.
Everything has to do with health,
Right.
for me. So I decided, how about making a sweet potato chicken pizza?
Okay.
First time I did it, I got raving reviews.
So if you eat sweet potato every single day, you must have an arsenal of sweet potato recipes that you could pull out at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, not really. I get all my ideas at midnight. Like my daughter said, do you have any more midnight recipes? Because I'll get an idea and I will hop out of bed and go experiment immediately and write the recipe.
Oh, cool.
You don't act on it and you forget it.
Yes.
So I get, do my measurements, everything, and test and say, yes, now I have sweet potato pudding mix. Now I have a cookie.
Great.
Now
All right,
I have a pizza.
Now you have a pizza. So what do we have here? How are we going to get started?
Well, this is whole wheat flour.
Okay.
This is the sweet potato,
So that sweet potato was grated?
grated. This
Okay.
is grated by hand.
Okay.
It has a very nice texture, grating it from the very fine part of the grater.
Okay.
Right.
Sometimes, though, you just can't discount good old-fashioned stuff.
Right.
You can't get that consistency.
Right. So this was grated by me. So, we put yeast
Okay.
in it, a little salt, the whole wheat flour, and we put a little water. And I try to use my fork instead of getting my fingers,
Oh.
too dirty, sticky. So I do this. I guess this is for people who don't really like to eat eggs.
Oh, that would be a great